I would like to say good afternoon to everyone. I said, everyone, you really look beautiful this afternoon. We hope that you are capturing the atmosphere that we tried to set, the tone here. We are here this afternoon to do something really exciting with one of our residents.
I want to give you a little bit of information about it. Jackie, you've already heard all of this, so please forgive me and bear with me. I want to explain to you about the One Away project and what the reason for making this video, why we would do that. You know, most of you who are aware of the services of the Green River Area Development District know that video making is not normally something you would think of us being known for doing in our office. But the One Away project was a very special opportunity for us to put a face with our services and to actually tell the story of what's happening in a compelling way and really give our elected officials a bird's eye view of what's happening on the local level. The One Away campaign is based on a very simple premise, and that is that all of us are one event away from crisis. By that, I don't mean to scare you, but all of us, if you think about it, are one accident, one health problem, one lost paycheck. Any number of things could put us one away from needing help. And that's the very simple premise of the One Away video. Now, as you've seen, Miss Jackie Elliott is the star of our video, and she was very kind to allow us to come in her home and to talk with us on a very personal level about her own experience. She willingly did that. I think it's just another sign of who she is. You'll learn in the video a little bit about Jackie's background, so I don't want to spoil that for you. But she has a track record of helping other people. And in particular, she was known for her work with folks in the aged profession. She did go out of her way to help many people who had different things that happened to them with their bills, either with people billing them inappropriately or with services they needed, and she was a resource for them. You'll learn more about that in the video. She has a long track record of that, and I think this video is just another way that she chose to continue that tradition. And we are very pleased that she chose to work with us. So you know, One Away is actually a national program. GRADD is one of 14 agencies participating in the One Away advocacy campaign. A little more information about it. We have shown the video to 5 congressional offices in DC last month. Each time we've shown it, we have gotten very complimentary praise. It definitely gets people's attention, and you'll find that out for yourselves very soon. Now, some of you may wonder how we came to choose Jackie. Well, I have to take and give credit to Ms. Kelly King, our lead case manager, who's also here, and you'll meet her in the video as well. But Kelly, I had put out a call to all our case management staff and asked if they had anyone that they thought would be a good candidate for this video. And she came to me and shared about Jackie and invited me to call her. After talking with Jackie, I knew she was perfect, that she was the person that we wanted to represent Kentucky, and she's proven us right. So we're very pleased with that. There's another part of this, and I want to invite you, as you watch the video, to think about this. You know, I've introduced the fact that all of us are one event away. On your cards, on your table, if you'll notice those little postcards, I want you to be really thinking about this when you're watching it. It's a very brief video. But while you're watching it, I want you to think about your own personal experience, and I'd invite you, if you're willing, to share that. We've put pins on the table for you so you can be involved with this campaign. Now, why would I ask you to do that? Why are we making a video anyway? Why, talk about this one way and scare, people? No, we're not trying to scare people. What we're trying to do is to protect and strengthen the Older Americans Act. Are all of you familiar with the Older Americans Act? No? The Older Americans Act is very important. It's what funds services like Meals on Wheels, if you're familiar with that, our senior centers, if you're familiar with those. I know here in Henderson you have the Gathering Place, and you also have the senior center over on 840 North Adams. Those services come directly out of the Older Americans Act. The van that the Gathering Place operates, that's part of the Older Americans Act. There are people who can assist you in your homes. You're going to learn about one of those as well, funded through the Older Americans Act. It is a program that the federal government funds to assist seniors to help them remain in their homes and live independently. And that's what it's about. This year is actually the 5-year time. Every 5 years, the Older Americans Act is reauthorized. This particular year is the 5th year. This is when it would be due to be reauthorized. Now, with everything that's going on in Washington right now, we hope it happens. But regardless, the programs will continue. But we want our elected officials to know these programs are important. And the way we do that is by sharing these stories, by putting a face on the issue and letting people hear from people in their districts. So if you feel compelled to write a postcard and will allow us to take that with us when we leave, we would love to share that with our elected officials. These will go directly to the National Council on Aging, and they will get to Capitol Hill, and we will see to that. But I can tell you that from my recent visit there, people are interested. They do want to see these programs succeed, and we can do our part to help support and strengthen to protect the Older Americans Act. And that's what it's all about. And with that, I guess we will share the video. Now, Jackie, you have not seen this, have you?
No.
She has not. Jackie has been very gracious and very brave because she has not seen this video yet. We have shown it just a couple of times, but she hasn't been able to see it yet. So this is her first viewing as well. I really hope you enjoy it. And after we watch it, I'll introduce the rest of the cast. I worked with Woody Maglinger, and Woody, who's hiding, was the producer for this project, and he did an outstanding job of editing this film and putting it together for us, just outstanding. But I'd also like to introduce our supporting cast members who you saw in the film. Kelly King, who's also hiding in the corner, is GRADD's lead case manager, and you met her in the film. And I believe you all know Sharon Combs, most of you. I thought you might have heard of her. But Sharon Combs is also part of our film, as you saw. Miss Betty Shoemaker, if you Betty. I think she should stand up. She hasn't yet, so Betty should. Betty works with Lifeline Home Care and was kind enough to participate in our project. And of course, Miss Ona Mae, who is also in the film, if you noticed at the very end, Ona Mae. And I know I saw her, there she is, Patsy York. And she is one of our meal drivers that works with the Gathering Place here in Henderson and is also briefly featured in the film. Miss Patsy. These folks made this an absolute pleasant experience. Everyone was so willing and everyone was just so passionate about the project. So I hope you caught some of that enthusiasm from the film. And again, I hope and invite you to participate by sharing your own stories. But of course, I haven't forgotten the most wonderful person who helped me really bring this together, make it possible, is Miss Jackie. And I'm going to invite Mr. Long to assist me, please.
Before you do, I'd like to make a couple of comments. First of all, I'd like to congratulate GRADD on the kind of work they have done. That's so important, the step that they've taken to help, again, assure us that as we grow older, that we still can have opportunities to have a good quality of life. And the other thing is that being associated with Redbanks for so many years, we have just a great staff in line to help you folks, and I hope you agree to that, because most of the things that we try to promote, again, is for you and to have a good quality of life here at the towers and the other facilities that we have in our community. The next thing I would like to say, I've known this lady, Jackie. I was at the community college for about 14 years with my career, and Jackie came to the college as a, well, I won't say older student, but not as quite as young as some of the others that were coming to college at that time. And I had some really good associations with Jackie then, and I can say still, at this time in her life, she's as determined as she was back in the late 70s or mid 70s maybe, when we had our association. That she is a student and I was at the college working. So Jackie, again, we haven't had a lot of contact since that time, but I do want to say to you that I'm very proud of what you've done. It doesn't surprise me at all, having known you in the past, but again, this is the kind of thing that I have the expectation that she would do. So we're very proud of you in that regard.
Miss Jackie, Miss Sharon and everyone here would like to present you with a little memento of today. No, let you present that to Miss Jackie for her work.
Again, this is no shortcoming at all. We want to present you an Oscar. Thank you very much.
Jim has been my buddy. He told me when he started running, he said, oh, it just made me high. I said, Jim, all you're doing is getting oxygen away from your brain. So thank you all so much. You all, I look around here and I see so many sweet faces and so many smiles, and I get in the elevator and I'm spoken to, and everybody looks at me and makes me a smile, makes eye contact. All of you have a lot. You have a lot to do with me, what I am, and I love you. And the good Lord's been right behind me every time I felt like I could not take another step. He's been there, pushing me. And I love you and thank you.